Hey guys, what's the tea? It's Mikey, and I'm here to do a movie review for the new movie Fantasy Island. And as always, I'll make sure to not spoil this movie for you, so sit back, relax, and enjoy my video review. The movie is about a group of people. They land on an island, and this island can grant you any fantasy you want. And then you just have to be careful what you want because things will go to hell. No spoilers. Directed by Jeff Wadlow, starring Lucy Hale, Maggie Q, Michael Pena, Portia Doubleday, Jimmy O. Yang, Austin Stowell, Persia Fitz Henley, Ryan Hansen, and Michael Rucker. A few months back, I saw an ad for this movie and I clicked it with a friend present and we both did a video reaction to the trailer and it really caught my attention, the trailer. This movie is based on a TV series called Fantasy Island, which it does not have a horror twist to it, and in this case, this movie does have a horror twist to it, and you all know I'm a motherfucking scream queen at heart. Yes, okay, so going in, I tend to not really research what rating a movie gets between R or PG-13 when it comes to horror. I just forget to. It's not because I don't want to, and I always was under the impression that this movie was going to be a rated R film because of the trailer. It just looks pretty gruesome. However, the film is PG-13. How do I feel about that? I don't really think a PG-13 horror film gives it its full potential on how amazing it can really be, and it's not really about the gore. I love the gore, don't get me wrong, but I think it's more so it will enhance the story if it's rated R. I think that you'll be able to include scenes that are just more darker and just more twisted if the film is rated R versus a PG-13. It's trying to appeal to a general audience, and it makes the film hold back a lot, honestly, in my opinion. I truly believe that. I mean, I've seen horror movies that are PG-13 that work, I'm not gonna lie, but I've also seen them that they don't. And I feel like the ones that did work could have worked even beyond had they had that R rating. I know that a movie costs a lot of money to make, and when you release it, you're supposed to make way more than what it costs to make, so that not only you can pay your cast and crew members and for the advertisings and stuff, but also that way you can pocket some money and have potential money left over for sequels or other films. Like at the same time, I feel like quality versus quantity here. I think you'll get a better quality with rated R, therefore the movie will be better, therefore you'll probably make more money than what you would with a PG-13, because a PG-13 is like the quality isn't as what it should be, number one, and number two, you're targeting audiences that they'll see it and then they'll just pretty much bash the movie, and then ratings will come in and then people won't really like your film. Overall, I really enjoyed the film. I really loved it. Like, I will definitely watch this again. I will only on Blu-ray. I am so happy I saw it in theaters. I think you should go watch it in theaters. I do tend to watch some reviews before I make a review myself. No, it's not to like copy what people say. I always have my own opinion about stuff. It's more so to see if I'm just going crazy for liking a movie, or if I'm just going crazy for not liking a movie, or if it's just to see if I genuinely feel the same as others. And a lot of the reviews I've seen and read about this movie have been negative. They don't like the film. People think that it was trash. Personally, me, I liked it. I really did. It was such a smart film, and like throughout the whole movie, I didn't know what to expect. I was always not only on the edge of my seat, but I was also intrigued, and I just thought the movie was going one way and it ended up going another way, a completely new direction, and there was just like this mystery to the island, this mystery to this film itself, mystery to the characters as well. I think that they were all fun. They all did a great job for whatever it is that they were given script-wise, and they all had great chemistry. There's even an LGBTQ character in this, and I just love LGBTQ being referenced in movies, and I don't see that as an agenda being pushed or shoved down people's throat. I just see it as LGBTQ people are just trying to exist, just how any other person exists in film and in real life. Yeah, this film doesn't push LGBTQ like down your throat. I don't think anything does. Yeah, it was really nice to see LGBTQ being referenced in this film heavily. As far as the final fight goes, I loved it. I loved it. Yes, it could have been better, I agree. I really, really loved it, but I think it was very smart. I think that's why I loved it the most, because it was just really smart in so many levels, in my opinion. There were a lot of like key items that were pretty much not forgotten. Like, I won't spoil it, but just for example, there was item A, just for example. It was never really forgotten whether it was used properly or not. It was always made sure that it was carried out through the story, along with item B and C. You know, that's just my way of making sure that I don't spoil something for you, because I don't want to say what these items were specifically. But I went into this theater and like next to me was a pair of females that were just ruining the damn movie. Like, people, if you go to the movies, please be quiet. Like, these girls were just talking. Like, it's okay to make a remark here and there, whisper the remark here and there to your friend, but like these women were having a full-blown conversation that I just told my friend, hey, let's move, please. And she didn't have a problem. She's like, okay, sure, we can move. But these girls were just really disrespectful, and even though my attention was on the movie, I want to say, like, directly speaking, I could have paid a little more attention the first 10 minutes had it not been for these people that were just rude and inconsiderate and non-courteous courteous to others. But anyways, the place I live at, there isn't much of people like that, because when I used to live in Miami, like literally every movie I would go see, there was always people talking and just being rude. I've literally had so many movies ruined because of the audience members just not being courteous to others. But with that being said, pick up your trash when you leave the theater, and also please be quiet while you're watching the movie and silence your cell phones, please. Like literally there's messages before the movie starts to do so, so do so, you know? So as far as the final fight goes, like I said, it's really smart and I loved it. I do think it could have been better. The ending, like literally the last maybe 20 seconds of the film were really stupid. I was like, I mean, thanks for answering a question of something earlier. I think that's another thing this movie has that's good. It answers questions. So yes, thanks for answering a question I had, but it was just so stupid the way it was answered. But it's not like, it doesn't sum up the ending of the film. The ending of the film was decent. It's just the last 20 seconds I was like, okay, whatever. Anyways, I want to further state that a flaw I feel, there is a clone in this film of a character that I just didn't understand why they were there. I don't know if I missed something or not, but there's a clone of a character in there and I just didn't understand. Not that what it really meant, like I'm sure like deciphering it, I can be like, okay, I get like what it was meaning, but I just don't get how it came about, like how they made the clone, why they made the clone really. I understand what the director was trying to push for, what kind of idea they were trying to emulate, but I just don't get how and why this clone was created. Yeah, with that being said, if you watch the movie, I hope you really enjoy it. If you don't like it, I completely understand. Not every film is perfect and we all have different tastes in film. Definitely buying it, definitely rewatching it, definitely glad I watched it in theaters. So if you guys want to talk about the film, if you watch it, let me know and we'll talk about it. Peace.